Hi. I grew up in what Western movies would call a one horse town. My hometown is so small, in fact, that growing up I would jokingly say it was more of a cluster of huts rather than an actual town. Alpine is so remote that the nearest Walmart was almost 2 hours away. Let me tell you, you're from the middle of nowhere when you measure your town's smallness by how far your nearest Walmart is away. In my speech today, I hope to spread awareness about Alpine's many interesting events, the history of this massive town, and to educate tourists how to respect this beautiful location. All jokes aside, Alpine is a quaint little town nestled high in the White Mountains of Arizona. It boasts a population of around 145 year-round residents at last census and features only two main roads and not a stoplight in sight. It was founded in 1876 by Anderson Bush, a European American. The area was originally used as a trading post, known as Fort Bush. In 1879, Bush sold his holdings to William Maxwell and Fred Hamblin, both of whom were Mormon settlers intent on starting a community in the town they named Alpine. After the lofty elevation of just over 8,000 feet above sea level. Over the years, Alpine has grown into a very bustling one-horse town, which features an annual events that draw tourists in droves. Among the events hosted is our 4th of July parade, complete with worm racing afterwards. Have any of you ever attended a worm race? No. Well, I have, and let me tell you, it's as exhilarating as it sounds. Excuse me. The annual worm race is just one of the quirky events that my hometown of Alpine, Arizona, hosts each year. I get it, it doesn't sound like a very cool attraction, but it is something that hundreds of people come to my town to experience. Definitely just the worm races, though, not the 4th of July parade. Or any booths, games, or attraction, only worms. One of the things that attracts tourists to the area is the Apache National Forest. This surrounds the town and is part of what everyone calls the White Mountains of Arizona. It's beautiful. In total, the National Forest encompasses around 2 million acres of lush land. Though in 2011, 500,038 acres of land surrounding Alpine and spreading out went up in flames in a man-made wildfire. This brings me to my next point. Tourist considerations. The Wall of Fire is what we named it. It was a devastating landmark on Alpine's history and forced residents to evacuate during this harrowing event. Luckily, thanks to the amazing volunteer firefighters in this town, only one structure was lost to the fire. One of the truly devastating things about the fire was the fact that it was all started by carelessness. Tourists who had been camping every year, thousands of people visit Alpine and surrounding areas to hunt, fish, and experience the attractions featured through the year, as I previously mentioned. Yet something that is often forgotten about the impact these tourists have on the land and their visit. Much of the time, the tourists visiting treat the land and town like their own personal playgrounds, having fun and then just leaving them after failing to clean up the properties. As an Alpine native, This is something I would urge everybody to consider when visiting. This location is beautiful. It's my hometown. And it matters. All locations and all areas of the earth matter. If you enjoy visiting this location, remember to treat it with respect, or it won't stay beautiful. As evident in the forest loss now marring the once gorgeous landscape of Alpine. Please do not let this continue affecting our national forests